Hello, I'm Valentina Temiyemiyolo Ibirogba, aka VTI of Birogs.com. My blog site is www.birogs.com. Well, I'm making this video because I have a couple of questions for people alike, men and women alike, and it's just questions that's been popping over my head over the past couple of days since the missing of the lady in Abuja called Charity Aiyedogbon did the cha-cha, the hammer on Facebook. From reading on Facebook and talking to a couple of women, I understood that she's part of a group called Females in Nigeria on Facebook. Females Nigeria is supposedly a group that has a lot of women, approximately 170,000 plus women, empowering other women. It's supposed to be a platform for women's voices to be heard and not seen, contrary to what our culture in Nigeria has, which I'm totally for. I am definitely for women to be heard. Feminism, if you call it that, I am for feminism if it's to build women up, not to go against men. That is not my own definition of feminism. Females in Nigeria thing is supposed to be a safe haven for women. It's actually a secret group on Facebook. It's only people that are in the group that are privy to what is going on in the group. Obviously, there's been a lot of copy and paste that goes on, a lot of screen munching. As we all know, you can't have a bunch of women in a place and expect everything to be secret. Interesting. Yes, I was on the group. I was added to the group by a friend, by a Facebook friend. And I will say I was active for the first few days. And after I realized how things were being run on there, how women who came on the platform to insult men and some other things were being heralded, and those that spoke about having fantastic homes and fantastic husbands were being booed. And I just realized it wasn't a place for me to be. It's supposed to be a platform on which many women have been able to express their innermost pains and struggles, which is a positive thing. Again, I am for it. But at the same time, like I said earlier, it's a platform where some women have been silenced by their posts being restricted or even deleted. Now, that's by the way. That's not the reason for this video. I just had to give an overview of what the group is about. My reason for this video is, to my understanding, from some screen munches and copy and paste that were done, that were posted on Facebook groups that I found on other Facebook groups. Now, none was given to me directly. Those are things that I found during my research on Facebook itself. I realized that Charity Aiyedogbon was a very staunch member of Females in Nigeria. She went missing sometime in May 2016. When she went missing, the first thing that happened on the group was she was deleted. She was deleted off the group. According to the admins, according to screen munchies again, she was deleted to protect her and her stories, the stories she has said in the group, her strategies, which she had expressed on the group, which unfortunately, some women on the same group had apparently taken out and shared with other people. It was supposed to be a safe haven, but after all, it was unsafe. She was deleted off the group. The ladies on the group were silent about it. What I expected, and what I still expect, if I have a group, if I belong to a group of 170,000 women, as a matter of fact, let's even give it a very low number. If I belong to a group with 5,000 women, 5,000 is pretty high. If I belong to a group that has 100 women, and God forbid, I come up missing, I expect a search to have gone out for me. I expect to see a women movement that have placards all around whatever cities they are looking for me. Well, a very good one. Finn has meetups that they do with a bunch of women meeting in different cities in their respective cities. And when you talk about women meeting up, it's a lot of women that meet up. So if you can meet up for parties, you can meet up for gossips, but you cannot meet up to find a sister, there is a problem with it. I have a personal problem with that. It's supposed to be sisterhood. What is the definition of sisterhood? Sisterhood to me is sticking with your sister through thick and thin, through it all, no matter what it is, come what may. If you're ready to listen to my innermost secrets, you're ready to listen to me cry and talk down about my supposed ex-husband or husband, then if something happens to me, you should be able to be there for me through it all. If I come up missing, I expect you to be out there searching for me, not just playing some Facebook games. Yeah, I said in my blog, and I still stand by it. Charity shared way too much. There are some things you don't share on social media. There are some things you don't even tell friends. There are some things you don't even tell family members, because it's not everybody that wish you well. We know that by now. There's a proverb in Yoruba that says, "Opolalang bato danu bole, amoiti noru." Inu eyan jin. She shared a lot. She shared her strategies. Some people took it out. When she was sharing her strategies on Facebook, I expected a bunch of women on that same group to have stopped it. But no, it was encouraged. Because as we know, dirty linens are very juicy stories. Yeah, people like to hear your dirty stories, your dirty wash. They like to hear you wash your dirty linens outside. Now, there's a speculation, because I call everything speculation. There's a speculation that Charity is late. I hope not. I don't know her personally. I have never met her. I didn't know her on Facebook until she came missing, and I saw the post about her missing. There's another speculation that her husband, David Aiyedogbon, killed her. There's a speculation that if the corpse that was found somewhere in Abuja is our corpse. I have questions. Who is to say David Aiyedogbon killed her? I don't know him. No, I don't. I've never met him. I've only been to Abuja once in my life, and I was only in Abuja for one night. And I went for something totally different. So I don't know him, never met him. I live in the state of Texas. I go to Nigeria, but I go to different states in Nigeria, not Abuja. But it's just common sense theory here. There's a probability, yeah, definitely. But with the kind of stories Charity was writing on Facebook, any sensible man that was even trying to avenge would tread carefully. Because apparently one of the things she said was if she came up missing or dead, David Aiyedogbon's husband killed her. I'm not here to judge her on whatever transpired between them. I'm not here to judge him on whatever transpired between them, because I always say there is nothing between a husband and wife that you can actually get to the bottom of. There will always be concealed secrets, even in the deadliest differences. That I know. Who is to say she wasn't set up by some women in the same group? I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't have answers. I'm just wondering. Who is to say the body that was found, the corpse, truly belongs to Charity? There was no DNA test performed. You cannot just assume because you see a body that has the same complexion or the same shape as a person that was found missing and just assume that is the person without some medical tests carried out. Now, another recent development that I heard is the Finn has given, should I call it an order, to the members not to discuss anything about Charity on the group. That happened this morning. That they are talking to AIT Abuja because Charity cannot be found on social media. Well, we all know that she can be found on social media, obviously. They don't believe she's dead. I don't want to believe she's dead either. But they're talking to AIT Abuja and some other media houses, because the Charity cannot be found without media houses being involved. That is a big lie. If you want to find Charity, if you're very, very serious about finding her, get a group of women together. If you have at least 50 women in Abuja alone, go to the police station, go to the AIG with placards. Yes, have a media coverage. But no, nobody wants to die, right? Everybody's scared for their life. So everybody is doing, But when she was telling her juicy stories, you were very keen at listening and reading. You cheered her on. Now it happened. Excuse my French. The shit has hit the ceiling. Everybody took to their heels. Really? Interesting. Is that the meaning of sisterhood? No, it's not. It isn't. Get at least 50 women together. Hit the streets of Abuja. Get women together in every state in Nigeria that you have had a thing made up. To get together with placards, find Charity. This is not the time for justice. You can't seek for justice if you don't have a crime. There's no crime. Well, there's a crime, but there's no criminal yet, because nobody has really been caught. There's an accused that nobody has seen. There's an accused through speculations. And another thing that's been baffling me, out of all this, Charity Aiyedogbon's family has not come forward. So that kind of confuses me. Can she truly be dead? Because to the best of my knowledge, she still has a mother. She has siblings. Where are they? Nobody's coming forward. Her daughter released, well, supposedly, because again, I didn't see her type it. I'm not sure if it's her. But supposedly, there was a release this morning by her daughter, actually cursing out everybody. I wish I had that in front of me to read it out. Actually cursing out everybody that's been talking against her family and her mother's family. Because according to the story, her mom is still alive and they're working with the Nigerian police. Again, there's no criminal. Unless the people that are speculating that David Aiyedogbon killed his wife, Charity is dead, they know something we don't know. Then somebody needs to come out and speak out, because that's a human life. Again, God forbid, if I do end up being missing, I expect if I belong to a group, I don't care how small that group is, I expect them to come out. If I don't belong to a group, I have friends. I expect my friends to come out and fight. Come out and search for me. You do not need AIT Abuja to help you find Charity. You do not need media houses to help you find Charity. What have you done? Have you gone to the police station? Have you had placards around the country? Have you formed a movement? 170,000 plus women sitting down there. Now, for all those that are about to condemn me, and all those that are about to run their mouths, or quickly have those that have sticky fingers and quickly type ta 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 in response to me, I'll ask you to take a deep breath. One of you came on my page yesterday, and I gave her a piece of my fingers. Take a step back before you say anything to me, and ask yourself, if I was Charity, what would have happened to me? What would I want my friends to do? What would I want my group to do? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if your ass happens to be in the same situation, what happened to Charity is going to happen to you. Nobody's going to talk about you. The exact same thing is going to happen to you. So sit down, continue sitting down and holding gossip caucus. Continue sitting down making rules and commanding women not to talk. And people that talk, you delete them off your group. No responsible woman, especially with what happened right now, will still be in that group. I like the mission initially, but then all the crap that's been going on, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If you're empowering other women, what have you done? When the group was founded, there was a GoFundMe page that was set up to donate towards a website. Almost $10,000 was donated. If logistics were the problem, you could have set up a GoFundMe for logistics on finding charity. I'm just giving you ideas. That's all I'm doing. So I like the admins. Sit there and take a step back. Even the admins, if it happens to you, the rest of your admins are going to sit their bum down. Nobody ain't going to find you in my American accent or in my Jennifer accent. Boba Sele say, hey, Sentio, well, it's as simple as that. Get a grip and think. Think deep. Search your souls. And stop defending baseless stories. Stop defending baseless actions, because that's all you're doing. And again, if you want to leave a nasty comment, please make sure you leave your name. Don't go unknown on me. Because I know there are a lot of cowards that are just going to go or form a name. Leave your full name. Better still, leave me a phone number so that we can talk. But it's high time you stand up, you get together, form a movement, and stand up to the meaning of sisterhood that you claim you have, and find charity. Again, this is Valentina Temiyemi Oyoluwa, Ibirogba.